Yo, what's going on YouTube? Just Jake here, welcome back to my channel for another GTA 5 video, and in today's video we're going to be customizing and reviewing the brand new Vapid Dominator ASP, which was released with the LS Tuners update. So straight off the bat you can see that this vehicle is supposed to be a muscle car, and that muscle car is obviously a Mustang. Rockstar haven't even tried to hide the fact that this is a Mustang. It looks so close to its real life counterpart. It is actually ridiculous, and I think it's amazing. I think it's awesome when Rockstar just take a car, don't really care too much, and they just change the slightest little thing that isn't really noticeable, but it saves them getting a lawsuit. and they come up with things like this, and I love it. I think it looks awesome. So with that being said, let's crack on with this build, and as always we're going to start with 100% body armor. Then we're going to go to the brakes and grab the race brakes for the bumper, front bumper. So we've got loads of options for the front bumper, which is good to see. I'm not a fan of the street one, man. I don't like how that extends it so low, because the stock bumper looks like it's got some sort of extension on it anyway, so adding to that I think it's kind of overkill. These sort of splitters I think belong more on, you know, like sports cars, not muscle cars. Even though this isn't a traditional looking muscle car, it's still a Mustang at the end of the day, and I think these types of bolt-on splitters don't really suit it, but that's just my opinion. Then we move on to different style of bumpers. We've got the aggressor bumper, which, you know, I think that looks okay, looks decent. And then it moves down to splitters, and massive splitters. Oh my days, what is that? That is huge. Yeah, not a fan of that one. All these, so they're a bit mental for my liking. But I do like the aggressor bumper, just the standard one without these crazy splitters on it. So we are going to go with the primary aggressor bumper. Then we've got the rear bumpers. Again, nice amount of options here, so we can remove the lettering at the back, which I don't think I'm going to do. I like the fact that it's there, and then we get, you know, like extensions and stuff to it as well, which I'm not really a fan of. This is pretty cool though, the GT bumper, where you got like the fins at the side. I do like that. That's not a bad looking one actually, the primary GT Mark II. That actually looks okay. Does it look better than the standard one? Yeah, I think it does. Let's go for that. Let's go with the GT Mark II. So next we've got the engine. So we've got the engine block. Obviously you've seen all these before. I have gone for the secondary ridged V8 engine. Not that it really matters. I mean, I'm not going to be taking this on to car shows or anything like that, but they're there just so you know that they are there. We're going to go with a carbon one for that. Then we've got the fittings. Let's just jump to the bottom. Man, the secondary supercharger looks awesome. Let's go with that. Strut brakes, let's go for the one at the bottom maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. And the lightened engine tunes, obviously we'll get a level 4, and then we've got the intercooler option, which you can't really see at the moment, but we are going to get the one with the water sprayer. So next we've got the exhaust. So loads of options for the exhaust. As you can see, we can double them up. Then we've got the quads, the titanium twin bores, which they look awesome actually. The box exhaust I'm not a fan of. I don't really like the box exhaust. Why is it not letting me spin the car? It's not letting me spin the car, but we've got a side exit there, which is annoying, but it's not letting me spin the car. No, it's not. No, that's stupid. Right, let's just quickly buy it and then have a look at it. That's the only way I'm going to get to do it. Oh, so it's just underneath there, look, and you can't really see it. It's a nice subtle exhaust. You know, I don't hate that. It looks okay. I'm assuming that's going to be the same, but on the other side, then we'll go back to the top. My favourite was this one, the twin bore exhaust, so we're going to go with that one. We've got the Fender option. This one's already added. Stock. Hang on, what's going on here? Stock Fender, secondary front fender. Not sure what's happening with that. Then we've got that one. Again, it doesn't look like anything's happening until we move down to the primary wheel arches, which look okay. I think the wheel looks lost anyway, like in this. It doesn't look terrible, it looks okay, but it still looks quite small. So when you start adding wide body kits onto this, the wheels just look smaller for some reason, and I'm not a fan of that. It's a nice option to have, obviously, if you like a wide body kit or the bolt-ons or whatever, or maybe if you change the wheel it might look a little bit better, but yeah, I think I'm just going to stay stock for the fenders. Then we've got the hood catches, obviously. We are going to grab them. Let's go with the angled hood pins for this one. Then we've got the hood itself. So we've got the same sort of design for multiples, just obviously different colours. So we've got the stock, then we've got the secondary version, then the carbon version, then a sticker bomb version for this. Wow, was not expecting a sticker bomb on a muscle Mustang. Whoa, muscle car. Then we've got the primary hood, which looks like we've got a Subaru vent on that, Impreza vent. And there's the same with the sticker bomb. I'm not a fan of the sticker bomb on this, you know. It kind of ruins it. This is my favourite one so far, the vented hood. That looks awesome. And then we've got a sticker bomb version of it again. This one doesn't look too bad. The performance hood, that looks okay. What was my favourite again? Let's go back to it. This one, the secondary vented hood. That looks awesome. Let's go with that one. Then we've got the interior. Same with all the other vehicles. The interiors are basically the same sort of thing. I'm not a fan of them, to be honest, because I never play in first person anyway, so I don't ever see the benefit of stripping this out. Plus, all the interiors are really poorly rendered in my opinion. None of them look amazing, so I'm just going to stay stock for all of them. I'm going to quickly skip through them so you can see what it changes, but I'm not going to be changing any of it, because like I said, I never play in first person, and they're really poorly rendered anyway. The only thing I'm going to change is the seats, because you do see them from the outside, and I'm going to go with the carbon track seats. Steering wheels, again, I'm not going to change it, don't see any point. Roll cage, we're going to get the street half cage, and that is it for the interior. Then we're going to move on to the lights. Headlights, we are going to go Xeon headlights on this one, and then we've got the liveries. So hopefully we get some nice livery options. Obviously standard stripes for a Mustang, it's got to be done. The white classic sports, that actually looks really cool too. Where have I seen that livery before? Is that not the livery? That's what, obviously a Fast and Furious livery. The Pizza Boy, yeah, that's the one off the Skyline. Can't think what it's called in this. The Elegy Retro Custom. Wonder why they've put it on a Mustang. Very odd. But you know, it's there. It's cool. I'm not going to complain about it. Then we've got some flame liveries, then some more track liveries, then we've got like a Python livery. Whoa, that's weird, man. Then we've got a Cobra livery. That don't look horrible though. I actually like that, man. That's different. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Then we've got a camo to finish it up. Yeah, man, that's pretty cool. I'm still baffled at why they've given us the Skyline livery on a Mustang, but you know, it is what it is. No, I think we're going to go with the white classic sports stripe. That looks good. Then we've got the louvers, primary louvers, secondary louvers, or black louvers. Oh no, it don't just gives you louvers on the back, it gives you like covers on the tail lights as well. So we're not going to be getting those. We've got the mirrors, primary mirrors, and the secondary mirrors. Primary and secondary are going to be the same colour anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. But I'm going to have the primary because I think it looks better than black plastic. Then we've got the mud guards, primary mud flaps. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the mud flaps, to be honest. Actually, I don't know. As we can get black, and it hasn't got to be a body colour, I think I might grab them. Yeah, we'll go with the black mud flaps for this one. So then it brings us on to the respray. Because we have got a livery, we are going to go with a classic colour, and we are going to go with a red. What red are we going to go with? Let's go with a Formula Red. We're going to go with that in the primary colour and also the secondary colour. So as you can see at the moment, the trim colour is actually like a greyish colour, which isn't, well, it's bluish silver. It doesn't look horrible, you know. I think it actually looks okay. So I think I might leave it like that. Yeah, let's leave it like that. Then we've got the roof. So we've got the secondary roof, the carbon roof, and a sticker bomb roof. We're not going to get any of those because it looks better how it is. Then we've got the skirts. Are these just going to be extensions? No, they're actually changing the look of the skirt, which is decent. The primary extended skirts look the best so far. The primary tuner looks good. So they all look really good actually. The street skirt looks good. The performance skirt probably the best so far as well, maybe. Or the extensions, primary extension skirts. Ooh, the GT skirt. Yes, that's definitely the winner. Let's go with the primary GT skirt. Then we've got the spoiler. So we do spawn it with this, you know, quite undesirable spoiler in my opinion. So hopefully we can remove it or change it. the Ducktail is definitely a better look in my opinion. I do actually like the bolt-on Ducktail on this car. It actually suits it really well in my opinion. It's a shame that we don't get the livery go over it, but it's not the end of the world, is it? And then the rest of the spoilers are pretty standard, you know, the sort of spoilers you see on all the vehicles. So what I'm going to go for is the primary bolt-on Ducktail. Love it. Sunstrip. I don't think I'm going to get a sunstrip on this, am I? No, I am not. I'm going to skip past that. So next we've got the suspension. Hopefully the competition suspension doesn't give us crazy amount of camber, which it doesn't, man. That looks awesome. It drops it so much as well. Look at that. So much nicer. Yeah, let's go with the competition suspension. Then we've got the transmission. We're going to get the race transmission, and that moves us over to the trunk. So we've got a secondary trunk or stock trunk. So I suppose that would only come into play if you've changed the secondary colour and it's a different colour to the primary. Turbo, we're going to get the turbo tuning. And for the wheels, like I've said in my previous videos, I'm in story mode and I don't have the street or the track category of wheels in LS Customs because I'm in story mode and I'm using Script Hook 5 to get these cars into the game. It's not the end of the world because I think the wheels from standard on this vehicle are actually really nice, so I'm not worried about keeping them. If I wanted to change them, that means coming out of LS Customs, going into my Script Hook mod menu and changing them that way, and it's a bit of a ball ache, so I can't be dealing with that. So I'm just going to leave the wheels as they are. If they were terrible, I would change them, but they're not, so they're going to stay. And to finish off this build, we're going to go into the windows and purchase the light smoke window tint. So there you have it, my dudes. There is the brand new Dominator ASP, which was released with the LS Tuners update. I say released, not quite yet. It is in the game. It is in the game files. That's how I'm able to get my hands on it. But it's not released to you wonderful people just yet. It is going to cost $1.8 million for this when it is released. And that's a pretty penny to pay for a muscle car. But this looks amazing. It's so nice. It is in the muscle category, like I've already said. And let's take it for a little drive and see what we think. Right, so acceleration actually feels quite solid for a muscle car. This is going to feel more like a sports car, I'm feeling. It doesn't feel like a muscle car at all. Acceleration is really good. Top speed, we've hit over 100 already. Going around that corner. It didn't really want to take that corner, to be honest. It took it in the end, but it felt like the steering was quite heavy. Turn and circle is decent, but I think the steering is quite heavy on it. It's not the end of the world. It's not terrible. I mean, I've driven worse in GTA, but it's there. It's definitely quite heavy on the old steering. But yeah, turn and circle's decent. It wants to hold the corners as well. It doesn't want to spin out like most muscle cars. This is definitely going to be a contender. You know, it's at the top of the pile. I mean, what we got at the minute, the piss faster Dominator, I think, is the top dog in the muscle car at the moment, and I think this could rival it. To be honest, it's with the Dominator GTT, which was released with this update as well. It felt quite quick in a straight line, but you know, you'd be swinging all over the place. You know, it doesn't hold the corners at all, whereas this is built more like a sports car, and it actually feels more like a sports car when you drive it. So very, very capable muscle car. And I think when this is released and you see the actual testing videos come out on YouTube, this is going to be, you know, at the top of the pile somewhere, you know, in and around the top 4 at least in the muscle cars. But that's just my opinion. We'll have to wait and see when it is released on how it does perform against all them other cars. But would I recommend this? 100% recommend this, man. I think out of all the ones I've customized and reviewed so far, this is one of my top 2 favorites. I'd put the S2 as my favorite because that's just phenomenal, and this as a close second because I do like a muscle car, and everything about this is I just love. I love the way it looks from standard. I love the way it looks customized, and the way it feels when you drive it. Everything as a total package, this is amazing. This is really good. I'd really definitely recommend this because 1.8 mil, it is quite expensive for a muscle car, but it's on the same sort of price bracket as pretty much all the cars in this DLC. They're all around about the 1.5 to 2 mil mark, and this is definitely one to pick up, man. 100%. If I could only purchase 2 cars out of all the ones that I've tested so far, it would be this one and the S2. 100%, no doubt about it. This is definitely an 8.5 out of 10. No doubt about that. Even maybe even a 9, but I think a 9's pushing it a bit too much. Definitely a solid 8.5 out of 10 for this one. So with that being said, my dudes, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't already, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. And until next time, I'm out. Adios.